Hello, this is Michael and Analia coming to you for Testimony Tuesday this week.
Hi everyone.
Hi. And we're going to talk about something that's actually come up quite a bit recently on the marriage ministry calls, not just on ours, but in speaking with individual couples and just with husbands, just with wives, and even listening in on some of the other calls during the week that take place, and that is the topic of husbands and wives making love, especially through the restoration process and getting their marriage back on track to an outrageously happy marriage where they, are wanting it to be. And so that's what we want to talk to you about this week, and the importance of making love through the restoration process in every way that the bonding that occurs between a husband and wife in the physical act. And one of the things that we have learned recently, actually through our marriage ministry, is just some of the chemical components when a man and a woman are making love, and specifically for a man, when he climaxes, the chemical, actually I believe it's a hormone, I'm not sure if you remember that.
Hormone.
It's a hormone, okay. It's called oxytocin, and oxytocin is the exact same hormone that is released when a mother is nursing her baby. Any of you ladies watching this who have nursed a baby, you may remember experiencing just an overwhelming feeling of bonding and love with your baby when you were nursing. And that same hormone is released in a man when he climaxes, and that really helps to solidify the physical bond that he shares with his wife after they've made love. Were you looking at the smile on your face?
Oh no, I think I was thinking about making love.
Well, that's not a bad thing. How do you want to weigh in on this, babe?
Bonding
and making love.
Husbands. My thought was, before we started up on this video, was that we typically want the reward without the work. So what I'm getting at is, husbands, you go to work, you do your thing, and you go home and you think that just because you've gone to work and you're providing for your family, that your wife should automatically be in the mood. In the mood and want to make love. Mm-hmm. However, if you haven't been meeting her needs, it's going to be really difficult for her to even be in the mood.
Right.
And if you're not being that husband that she's needing you to be, and you're expecting her to be the wife that you need her to be, it's kind of backwards. What we ask our husbands to do is just to go first. Just to begin to meet your wife's needs, validate her feelings, and as you're doing that, she's gonna be much more in the mood to make love. And also, we want the wives to encourage the husbands. If they're walking in understanding with you throughout the day,
exactly.
There's really no reason for the two of you not to make love, unless you're dealing with issues of physical abuse and abandonment and adultery. If there's some major issues in the marriage, there should be a season where the husband's just really working on being that man that she needs him to be, so that she can trust him again, so that she can feel safe again, and go from there.
Yeah, and guys, even if your wife...
I said and a lot, didn't I?
That's all right. Even if your wife is in a place where she's really not in the mood to make love to you, we still want to encourage you to, every day, initiate making love to her. And if she says, no, I'm just, I'm really tired, or I'm feeling depressed, or I'm just not wanting to, that's okay in the beginning of this process. That doesn't mean that she is... Try not to take it as rejection. She's still processing, and the next day, initiate again. Just keep initiating. It's a way for you to, as Michael and I have talked about so many times before, initiating positive into the relationship. So many times when a man and a woman get together before they're married, not just in a sexual way, but just in the dating process, the courting process, a man is positively pursuing a woman. He's taking her out on dates, he's telling her she's beautiful, complimenting her, buying her little presents, all those wonderful things. And then for whatever reason, after the vows are said, that pursuing stops. And we want you to get back into the habit of pursuing the woman of your dreams, the wife of your youth, the woman that God has given you. Because remember that God says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So keep initiating. And ladies, if your husband, like Michael was saying, if he is living with you in an understanding way, he might mess up a couple times in this process, you know, and but if he gets back on track and apologizes, it's really a heartfelt apology, and you get that he's trying, you know, make love to him. Most men, that's kind of what drives them. Would you agree? I mean, on a level, a certain level, and so that's kind of like a reward, if you will, you know. But don't think that you're not going to get rewarded in the process as well, because you will. And even if you feel that, you know, maybe you just really aren't in the mood, then sorry about that. We're just gonna, a little something popped up on our computer screen. You know, I have found if there's times when Michael and I are going to make love, but I'm really just not in the mood, but there's no reason, really, there's no good reason for me to turn him down. He's been awesome with me all day long. He's totally been serving me and blessing me, and I might not just want to. Maybe I'm feeling tired, or I'm PMSing, or I just don't feel like I look attractive, or whatever it is. I'm blessed to have a husband who does tell me all the time how much he's attracted to me and how beautiful I am. And so if I could just put my own thoughts aside and quiet my mind, and think of my husband and Michael, and just being with him in that bonding time, I have found always I do eventually get in the mood and I enjoy him. And that's one of the beauties. I mean, if you look at Song of Songs, you know, it's amazing. I can't even think of an example, if you will, of
poetic physical love. Yeah,
of God just really showing a husband and a wife how blessed the marriage bed is, and how wonderful it can be between the two of you.
Now, husbands, if you're pursuing your wife and she's really not in the mood, that's not the time to really press her and come up with whatever. Gosh, you know, why shouldn't we, and anything of that sort. The best reply is, okay, sweetheart, I really get it, and you know, I understand that you're not in the mood right now. We'll just try some time later.
Yeah, or
just matter of fact, don't make it a big deal. Don't turn it into a
fight.
You know, World War III or anything of that sort.
Exactly.
Just say, okay, sweetheart, I just want to be a blessing to you, and we'll just.
Yeah, and maybe
I'll just keep on pursuing you, and I'll see if you're in the mood next time. Exactly,
or maybe you can say, all right, is it all right if I, you know, brush your hair or rub your back or something like that? And she may be open to that at that particular moment. But again, please, want to really stress the point, continue to pursue her, so important. And ladies, if your husband is living with you in an understanding way, please don't withhold, make love. It will be good for you as well. It will be good for the both of you, and you will both really continue to bond through that process. So we'll talk more on this some more. It's important. And in fact, if you want to get on our call tonight, we are going to talk about this tonight.
Do you need a number?
Yeah, Michael's going to go grab the number real quick, but also it is on our blog, which is yourmarriagerestored.com. It starts at 7 o'clock Pacific time on Tuesday nights. And let's give you that number real quick. It is area code 512-716-6531, and the access code is 981128#. Again, we will be talking about that tonight on our call. We'd love for you to dial in and listen in, and thank you so much for listening to our video today. Michael and I are so blessed that you tune in each week, and we sure look forward to talking with you again. Have a blessed day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.